Alright, so in this video I'm going to teach you how to do a bobble stitch, which is a very specific stitch that is used in some patterns. It's going to be used in the bear pattern that we are making here this week in class, but it's also used in different patterns, including like octopus patterns to make little tentacles, and in different blankets and clothes and things like that. So what we do with the bobble stitch, so I've made just single crochets up and down the rows here, and I've done single crochet up to this point. So you do whatever the pattern tells you until the point that it tells you to make a bobble stitch. So how we make a bobble stitch is you go over once, kind of similarly to doing a double crochet. So you go over once through the hole, pull the yarn through, and you're going to go over and you're going to go through 2 loops. So very similarly so far to how we do a double crochet, but in a double crochet you yarn over and then pull through 2 loops again, but we're not going to do that. So we have 2 loops on our hook here. We're going to yarn over. Instead of pulling through those, we're going to go back through that same hole that we went through before. So in through the hole, pull the yarn through, yarn over, and we're going to go through 2 loops. So we're going to go through 2 here. Now there's 3 stitches on our hook here, and we're going to do that until there are 5 stitches on our hook. So every time we do it, it's going to add a stitch onto the hook. So we're going to go over through the hole, same hole, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, just 2. You have to be careful not to pull through all of them. So now we have 4. We're going to go through 1 more. So over into the hole, pull the yarn through, over, and then pull through 2. Beautiful. So now we have 5 little loops on our crochet hook here. So we stop with the bobble stitch. We don't go through there again or anything like that. But now what we do next for the bobble stitch is we go over and then pull through 2. And this can get a little bit difficult depending on how tightly you held everything. We're going to go over, pull through 2 again, over, pull through 2 again, then we're going to do it one more time. Over, pull through 2. All right, so we have this nice mess of stitches here, and then what we do next, we find our next loop. So this is a loop we went through everything with, and we're going to go to our next loop, and we're going to do a single crochet or whatever the pattern says, but with this one we're going to do a single crochet. And you kind of want to pull your yarn a little bit tight to squeeze this little bobble into a ball. So we're just doing a single crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to do that down the line here, just single crochets until the end of the row. Okay, so the bobble is on here. I hope you can see that, but it's just a little ball that's sticking out. So if we were to go to the next row, so I'm going to do a chain 1, go to our next row, we're just going to do single crochets down the line here. Yep, so we're done with that row. So here's our little bobble stitch. So it's just a little tuft of knots that kind of sticks out from the rest of your work, and it works great for little ears on some animals that you're making, like little mice or little bears, or it could work for a little tail for a stuffed animal, which is what we're using it for during class today. And you can also put it into blankets and things like that, but that is how you do a bobble stitch.